Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Well, if momentum stocks are more to your liking, then you've come to the right place, because we're going to be talking about momentum stock picks with Mike Vodicka. Mike is our momentum stock analyst at Zacks.com. And one of the ones that you want to talk about today is one that I'm sure a lot of sports enthusiasts are really aware of, Dick's Sporting Goods, DKS, the ticker symbol. Those stores seem to be all over the place.
Yeah, it's a sporting goods mega store, so I'm sure a lot of our viewers are familiar with Dick's. They sell all kinds of different sporting goods supplies. And they've been around for a while, since 1948. It's a little bit older company with a market cap of $2.5 billion, so it's a pretty big company.
Yeah, I just heard that recently. I had no idea that they've been around that long.
Yeah, I know, that's a pretty good history there. So yeah, they've got, they've been around for a while. Market cap is $2.5 billion, so a little bit bigger. It's mid cap. But this is a stock that definitely plays into the consumer retail sector, and it is a little bit discretionary. But interestingly, what caught my attention about the company is that they actually produced year-over-year sales growth, which we haven't really seen a whole lot of coming out of the retail sector in particular, but generally in the entire economy. Their second quarter results from late August, it showed revenue was up 4% year-over-year to $1.13 billion, so that was nice there. And then, of course, they had the beat on the earnings side, earnings per share of 36 cents. That was 5 cents ahead of the Zacks consensus estimate, so pretty solid production from the company.
Okay.
And then after word of the nice beat hit the street, estimates popped. Analysts went ahead and raised their guidance a little bit. The current year went up 9 cents to $1.07 per share. That's nice on the short-term basis, but then on a longer-term basis, the next year estimate is projecting 14% earnings growth, so that's really nice there too, as well. Moving on to the valuation conversation, shares of Dick's are trading at 20 times earnings. That's a slight premium to the overall market, but they do have the nice next year growth projections that kind of balances things out a little bit. And then the last piece of the puzzle
is the picture.
is the chart. That's right. Shares of Dick's bottomed out in early March with the overall market right around $10, and since then topped off at $23, so we've seen some pretty nice movement on the share price.
All right. And Silicon Labs, another one that you want to call to everybody's attention, SLAB, the ticker symbol, and I'm not even going to go down the road of what this company does. Just let you handle it.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. I'm going to have to reference my notes for the company description, but what they do is they develop analog and mixed signal circuit components.
Okay.
And basically what these are components that they use to build satellites, radios, and portable mobile devices, things of that nature. So basically it's a hardcore technology play. Technology in general is usually pretty hot, so that's why this one came across my desk as a momentum play. Interestingly, their sales, we talked about sales for Dick's, their sales for this company were up 25% year over year, and that's pretty unique in this environment. We're not seeing many companies growing that quickly.
Got a run on satellite components, did they?
It sounds like it. And of course, they beat on earnings, produced 21 cents per share. Estimates popped after that. The current year was up 15 cents to $1.01, so that's a pretty sizable increase on the estimate side. It's about going from 86 cents to $1.01 is pretty solid. The next year estimate is very bullish. They're projecting 38% earnings growth year over year, and that's kind of a play off what's happening on the sales side with their really solid top line growth. Valuation picture on this stock, this is not a cheap stock. Trading at 44 times projected current year earnings, so if anyone, the value investors might not like this one. The momentum is definitely there, but from a value perspective, maybe not quite as attractive. And then, of course, moving on to how all the fundamentals have played out.
Translate to the picture.
Same story as Dick's. Share price has basically doubled in the last 6 months, bottomed out at $20 early March, and then recently crossed $49 a share, so we've seen some nice movement there too.
Do you own either of these two?
No, I don't.
All right, check out more Zacks Rank Buy stock picks in the different investing categories that we write about on Zacks.com's homepage in the upper right-hand corner. 4 new ones for you there each day. And Mike's category, Momentum, is certainly one of the categories that you can click on the link that's right next to and see Mike's most recent stock that he's writing about and an archive of some others. With Mike Vodicka, I'm Terry Ruffalo.